Hi friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Daysi DIY. Today I'm sharing with you guys a beautiful Valentines DIYs. I hope you enjoy. If you do, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Thank you so much. For the first project, I'm going to be using one wood heart that I got from Dollar Tree, and here's the item number just in case if you guys need it. And to paint it, I'm using the Waverly chalk paint on color moss. I did one coat and I just let it dry. And once it's completely dry, what I did, I used the Waverly anti-wax just to distress it a little bit on the edges. And you guys can distress your pieces at the way that you guys want. And also, I didn't paint on the back because I was not pretty sure what to do with the heart when I was doing this project, to be honest. So I was thinking to do something different, but it turned out another project. So the other thing that I'm going to be using, this beautiful love heart that I found at my Dollar Tree, and I just removed one heart. And to paint it, I'm using the Waverly anti-wax, and I just did one coat and I just let it dry. I always love to use this piece of butt sponge because you don't use that much paint. It's really great to use it. I'm going to be using this wall decor piece, and I just removed the image. And you guys don't need to paint it because when I removed the image, it was already white. But on the edges, you guys can see the wood. So to fix that, I just used the Restore chalk paint and I just covered the edges and just on a few parts. I'm going to be creating lines. I just grabbed this painter stick and I just use it as a guide to do the lines, and it worked just perfect for me. Once I'm done creating the lines, I just grab a piece of paper towel and it's a little bit wet, and I just distress the lines a little bit, and it works amazing, this technique. And I decide to use again this anti-wax just to distress it a little bit on the wood piece on the top because it was a little bit light, the color. I didn't like it that much. And also I just went over on the edges of the sign too, so it can blend all together. You guys know that I love to distress my pieces all the time. And once it's completely dry, with the sandpaper I just went over to remove a little bit of the anti-wax, and it gives this finished look that I really love it. I'm gonna be using this wood glue in a combination with hot glue to glue the heart, and I just glue first the wood piece to the sign, and once I was done, I just placed the love heart on the top. And I didn't use wood glue, but I think it's better to use the wood glue for permanent hold. I think it's way better. And I just create this raffia bow that I made. It was just really simple bow, and I will show you at the end of the video how I created, just in case if you guys want to see how I do it. I didn't like it how it turned out, so I just create this messy bow with the different ribbons that I got from Dollar Tree, and I just place them all together, and with the piece of Jute twine I just tie it, and I just place that raffia bow on the top. And also I didn't show you the part, but I just placed one button in the middle because it was missing something else on the sign, but you guys can just leave it, have your preference. I think it turned out really beautiful, the sign. And like I said, I was not really confident on what I was gonna do with this heart, and I think it turned out really beautiful. I love it. But I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think about our first project? Today, I'm taking part in the Valentine's collab that is being hosted by the amazing Liyana from Liyana DIY's, and her co-host for this month is Tracy from Country Charm, and all these talented friends that they are participating with us today. I will leave the link of the playlist and also the link of the channels in my description box below. Thank you so much. For the next project, I'm going to be using this beautiful love heart that I removed from a jar. What I'm going to do to paint it, I'm using the same anti-wax and I just did one coat. And to distress it a little bit, the heart, because it was not blending with my milk jar that I'm going to be using. So I just used that Rust-Oleum chalk paint on color white and I just used a little bit of the paint and it turned out really beautiful once I did this because it shows way better. I just did 2 knots on the top so it can give the effect that they have like wood beads, and it turned out really beautiful. And I just want to show you that I always use my lighter just to burn a little bit so it can have this finished look that I really love. And I just want to show you that I got this metal milk jar at Dollar General last year, and I'm not pretty sure if I paid that $4.50 for it or it was less than that because I'm always finding great deals when I go to the store. So I just placed the heart in the middle. And to place inside, you guys can use any greenery. I'm gonna be using this eucalyptus that I got at Walmart. It was a touch that I need and it turned out really beautiful. I love it. But please let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think about this easy project that I create for you guys? For our next DIY, I'm going to be using this shadow box that I got from Dollar Tree, and I got it last year or more than a year. I'm not sure, but I didn't got it this year. So what I did, I just removed these beautiful cats that they have on the top, and I decided to remove this part from the frame so we can remove that image, and we're going to place another image on the top. But I think you don't need to remove that image, but you guys know that I love to remove the image from the side. I'm going to be using this free printable that I found on Google, and I just cut it to the side of the shadow box with my pencil. I just trace it and I just use my scissors to cut it. And to put the image, I'm going to be using this Mod Podge. I just did first one coat and I just placed my image. And once I was done, I did another coat so we can seal the image. And I just let it dry completely. And once we're done, we're going to place the piece back to the shadow box, and it was really easy to put it back. And to reinforce it a little bit, I just used a little bit of hot glue, and also I just placed this little hook that it had the shadow box so we can hang this beautiful decor piece on our wall, or you guys can just place it on a coffee table. And I just create another beautiful raffia bow, and I will show you how I did it. You guys can place it on the top or in the middle or in the side. It depends on you. I prefer to place it in the middle, and it turned out really beautiful. I love it how it looks, and it was really simple DIY to create. But please let me know, what do you guys think about this project? For the next project, I'm gonna be using this wood holder that I got from Dollar Tree, and I got it this year. And to paint it, I'm gonna be using the Waverly anti-wax, and I'm just using a piece of the bad sponge that I got from Dollar Tree as well. And I just cut one piece. And what I did, I just wet that sponge a little bit so it was more easy to paint this wood holder, and it worked amazing. And I just did one coat and I just let it dry. I just grabbed a piece of cardboard and I just grabbed one wood X and I just traced it, because that wood X, they were a little bit small to place it inside of the wood holders. I just create them with the cardboard so they can be a little bit bigger. And to paint it, I'm gonna be using the Restore chalk paint. I just did one coat and I just let it dry, and also I just paint on the back so they can have a finished look. I just reused the same piece of foam that I removed from the other project, and I just placed them on the back of the X so they can have this 3D effect. And I'm just using hot glue to glue them, and I just placed first the X and the heart. And I didn't want to show you the part, but I didn't paint the heart on the back. Can you guys believe it? It was kind of late to do the project, so I'm like, oh, just leave them. I think it won't show on the back and it won't show, but it's hard to believe it I didn't paint it, because I always paint all my pieces so they can have really good finish on the back. And here's the part where I'm going to show you how I create the raffia bows. I hope you guys can see how I create them. There's a few persons that they ask me to show every time when I'm creating the bows, so you guys can see and have an idea how I create it. I just want to put this part for you guys, and I hope you guys like it. And I create two beautiful raffia bows to place it on the top of the heart. And also I decide to use a piece of sandpaper just to remove a little bit of the anti-wax so it can show a little bit more of that wood, and it turned out really beautiful once I did this. And I didn't film this part because when I turned off the camera, an idea came out, because my daughter, she was playing with this piece when I was done. So there was these wood cubes inside, and I was like, I think it would look really beautiful to put them just like a legs, and it turned out really beautiful. So with the same paint, the anti-wax, I painted, and I grabbed two pieces of the wood cubes and I just glued them together, and I just placed it on the bottom, and it turned out really beautiful. And I just placed one red button in the middle of the raffia bow because it was missing something else. And this is how it looks, our project once we're done. It turned out really beautiful, this wood holder. I love it. But please let me know in the comments down below, with all the projects that I create for today, which one it was your favorite. And please don't forget to see all the videos of these talented friends that they're participating today. Thank you so much, Liyana, for hosting this wonderful collab. So that was it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified every time that I upload new video. And please don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you so much and have an amazing day.